Oh, right on top. Good afternoon, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to Concrete with the Hosses. We just spent the day here getting ready. Let me show you what we got done, talk about it a little bit, and we'll pick it up first thing in the morning. This is going to be our driveway coming up. We're waiting for this dumpster to be pulled. So we started working on the governor's driveway, setting our elevations. They have this at 11 foot wide. To me, it just seems a little bit skinny. So I'm going to talk to them about moving this side out. So we have this side finalized. This side is just roughed in. So hopefully we're moving that out just a little bit. So the rest of the driveway will come up here. Nice big turnaround. 30 foot away from the house. Plenty of room for them to back up and go. And we're limited because we have a steep hillside here. So I don't think we need a curb because we still have about 4 feet of hillside. We're nice and level from back to front, so the water's going to shed off it real nice and even. So a curb, we'd have to put pitch one way to the other or put a break in the middle. So we don't need a curb. Here's the patio we prepped and poured today. This is our rolled slate. And tomorrow I'm going to come in and do a saw cut, center a door, center a step, and post to corner and straight off and to this way. So we'll take a look at this today, and then we'll take a look at it in the morning. There's our broken stone face. Coming out real good. So then we 45'd this corner off. Brought it down to a landing, and then this is our curved set of steps that we're doing in the morning. Let me make sure I showed you that right. There's our 45 to our landing to our steps. Rolling down the hill, the winding staircase. It'll be up to the homeowners if they want to put a handrail on there. These are usually for just nice weather, getting from upper patio to lower patio. You're probably never walking that in the snow or the rain. So that's up to the homeowners if they want a handrail on here. So coming down to our curved walk with a nice big flare. There'll be a fire pit in the center of this lower pad. Again, rolled slate to a lower patio here. So looking at this now. Same thing, saw cut tomorrow morning, and I'll just do center and center and get that broken up. So tomorrow I'm going to start filming the actual pouring of what we didn't get done yet. So I thought that'd be kind of a neat way. I'm always looking, let me get out of the sun here. I'm always trying to think of new ways to bring this video footage to you guys. I don't want to just keep repeating same old form. Prep, pour, and then strip. So figured I'd get half of it done and then bring you up to speed. We'll see how that goes over. I think the job might move a little bit quicker for you. So we've been here one day so far. We got a good amount done, and I'm hoping that dumpster leaves early so we can continue on down the driveway. So get a good night's sleep. Big day tomorrow. Don't be late. Okay, I'm getting ready to saw cut. I want good relief off of this post. There's a cooktop going here. There's a fireplace going right here. I like it cut off of the corner. Center a door. And I divided these up. These are 7'3" all the way down to this end pad. I'm going to get these cuts in. Talk to you in a second. They're out in front of me. Tom and I can just work down these steps, cleaning them up. Do they need sprayed, Jim? Go ahead, right behind you. Oh, this is a perfect mix for these. Okay, it'll get quiet here in a second. Working on the last step.
Yeah, go more. Go more. Good.
That's plenty. Getting real tight. It's hard to get a little bit out. It all comes out at once. Making sure concrete didn't get behind this liner, keeping everything nice and straight. Good. A little bit high. Finding that bottom. Okay, so that's what they look like. Coming down. 4 done, 10 to go. I'm going to start down the bottom. Oh, right on top.
You want it? Is that what you're trying to do?
Okay, so we get those up and squirt them off right away. They come clean. Very little effort. Okay. Okay, trying to keep the camera up to our pace. The guys are putting the slate texture on. We are pulling the sides. So what I'm doing is there's a little bit of concrete that comes out right around the liner. We just take and fold off. Now that looks so much nicer than leaving that there. Now dirt line will come right in here. And you see these corners? This is all buried. Corner, 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 all the way down. Two showed up, 10 yards, and there's 4 yards sitting off over there in the shade waiting. We're gonna hit these 2 pads and then the front porch. You know the drill. Time lapse, talk to you real soon. Anything exciting happens, I'll turn the camera back on. Okay, that went really fast. The whole process, I'd say an hour, poured and finished. It's getting pretty warm out today. I got a coat of SRT on number 1 pad here. You can see the difference in the color. As soon as Tommy finishes up, I'll go ahead and get a second coat, or a first coat on number 2. So we have this concrete coming next. We're going to pour half of this governor's driveway right out here. Let's go see how the guys are making out on the front porch. We have 16 yards coming. We need to do just a little bit more grading, pull some of that stone up underneath that form. Pulling the face. A little bit of stickage on Jim's side. All good. Okay. Clean that face up a little bit. Still able to edge under it? Okay, good. That finishes that off real nice. I'll let you watch Jim work for a little bit. Okay, it's quite noisy here. Just pulled in our first truck. Number 2 is up there. We're going to swing his chutes in and hit it as high as we can. And we'll pull this down the hill, working the crest of the driveway. You can see how we go from the turnaround, arcs down, and meets the street walk at the street. Then we'll take his leftovers and we'll pull them all the way up here, and we'll continue across the top. 16 yards should get us up there somewhere. That's our target. We left the wire mesh and the rebar on the side so we can pull the mixer in and place it in as we're going. Okay, here we go. Okay, we're switching trucks. Matt's doing some bull floating. The guys are raking the tire tracks down, putting 1, 2, 3, 4 sheets of wire in, and now we'll just creep the front tire over the one, and he'll be able to reach this right here. Keep the pour going. So as he wiggles his way out, it's a tight squeeze. We got 2 up here coming down in. Talk to you soon. It is chaos around here. We're moving cars around, putting dumpsters on the streets, pouring concrete. First and most important, pouring concrete. There we go. We're down to about 4 yards here. We get the last little bit. They're putting an empty dumpster right there. Pulling that guy out. Now we can get that driveway ready and keep this project moving. That's the name of the game. How's that camera angle? Right there? That's it. Not a bad day. Got the turnaround all poured, and we got half of the governors. And here's our cut pattern right here for the approach. Wing cut, sort of a wing cut, kind of an odd shape coming in there, but I think it looks nice, as well as double crack protection here on these long skinny slivers, going up to our famous V cut. Coming around, there's where I left my other camera. Coming around here, we just got done prepping this. I will hit this tomorrow morning. Right down around to the road, and right where my dump truck's sitting, I want to pull a mixer right up that knoll, and we'll shoot all of this. It'll be a nice quick pour tomorrow morning. This sidewalk is kind of neat. Right here, it comes down, and then it S's over and connects to the driveway. Not just straight out. I think it's going to look really sharp when it's done. We are all set up. This is day 2 of pouring. You see what we're trying to do here. Pull this mixer right up this hillside. We got the right driver for it. I'll get you set up right here. He just mixed up on the street, nice and level. Now he's gonna drive right across that sidewalk, up the hill to our pour area. That's the plan. Heads up, guys, right behind you. Look at that, huh? Now he'll lock in all the tires. Pull them up a little bit more. Even if he can't make it up a little bit more, we're good right there. Beautiful. Tony, you're the man. If you ever have a tricky spot, ask for Tony. There we go. That was 9 yards. Made it exactly where I wanted to make it. That worked out really well. Sent him up there to clean up. Look at that sunrise, huh? What a beautiful morning. I couldn't imagine sleeping in and missing this. We're all saying the same thing. All right, how about a little bull float action? How'd you like your video the other day? Homeowners happy?
Oh yeah, I didn't watch it.
What?
Sorry. Yeah, where more people from?
Okay, number 2 truck showed up a little bit late. Definitely a difference in the consistency of the concrete. We got to do a nice mix, and because traffic is starting to pick up. Kids are walking, the school bus, a lot of traffic here on this little street. Okay, there it is, 18 yards all the way to the street. It's about 8:15 and it is getting quite warm out already. I'm gonna get on edging, laying out cuts. We'll be over there in the shade, well, when it's no longer shade. Okay, there it is, broomed. Matt's stretching the joints. Tommy's taking care of the 2-inch up here. Coming together nice, rolling down the hill. I'll show you what we did on the apron down here. Going all right. Just shining these up. This is where we switch trucks. I'm gonna start brooming here in a couple of seconds. Gotta clean that up a little bit. So there's my control cuts for at the bottom. Bring it down here, put you on the street. And that's what it looks like from the street. Good corner protection, center protection, then those cracks will just follow that Y right off of there. Okay, a little bit of brooming, be done. Okay, we got the lower half ready while we're waiting on this and finishing this. There it is, just about all sealed. This is in the shade, so it's setting up a little bit slower. Matt's just finishing up the edging. Looking nice. Center cut to our Y, then we'll match it down below coming in the apron here. Okay. It's tough whenever we're starting to get dry concrete and wet concrete. Nobody knows where to walk, and you can see the foot. You know, there's a lot of people in that house working, so it's got to put up that caution tape. Even they step over that or tear it, you just got to stay on everybody. Okay, I got that all sealed. Caution tape up. Now we need a piece of caution tape here. I'm going to jump over and work on the front sidewalk as soon as we get this poured. Our final truck on the driveway. Hopefully Ken does it. Okay, truck's cleaning up. There it is. Last section. Rolls down there super nice. Blends into our governor's driveway or rolls up to the turnaround garage door area. Jim's taking care of the final bull floating. The guys are fixing the mailbox we hit yesterday with the gravel truck. So we just told the neighbors what happened, very understanding, and we're fixing it. Okay. Get a drink of water. This was a big project. You know, where do you start? You know, the old saying is, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. So, you know, we started out back and worked our way out front. Once we got out front, we had a couple obstacles. Dumpster was the main one. We had to get that moved. So we went ahead and started on the governor's. That came together real good. Last section we have to do is the front sidewalk, 20-foot sidewalk. We'll do that this afternoon, and that'll feel like we're at the beach. Only no ocean. Okay, here we are, final broom. Good, Ryan. Everything is done except this one last stretch. We are taking some shade till the next truck shows up. Low and slow, over and back. We'll lift it up, do a reverse, straight back. While he's doing that, clean the end of my tool joiner off, hand joiner, shine that edge up. I gotta put the camera down for 1 second. Okay, got a little kink in it right there, but it looks pretty good. I'm gonna let that slide today. Okay, Matt's on our curb edger. Can we get that joint? Okay, we couldn't get our 2x4s to sag down in this swale, so we put some lines on them, we put some marks on them. You can see how we're still higher than the street walk, but we'll make that transition from there up. I couldn't get this down anymore. That's why we did that. Okay, we are just about done. That's how we like our intersections to look, nice and clean. All the way through. We get some sealer on this, heading up top. Okay, there's our front sidewalk. I didn't get a chance to talk about this earlier, but rather than just straight out, 6 foot wide, just kind of jogs over. We've never done that. I think it looks really cool. Don't come home drunk and all off the sidewalk, right? So laying out my outside, now jump around there and do that side. It's going to be right here. 3 5-foot pads. We just poured this about 4 minutes ago. Hey guys, this is ready to cut, ready to rub, and ready to broom. There's the sidewalk all done. I'll try and get back here and get some footage of all landscape, but I imagine a bed following that with low voltage lighting with the conduits. That's going to look real sharp. So that wraps up this project. Whew, lots of concrete there in front of me, lots of concrete behind me. Surrounded by concrete. That's like my dream world. Okay, let's head around back tomorrow morning. Good morning, everybody. What a gorgeous day. And it's Friday too. So this project we started on Tuesday. We've been here all week. This is Memorial Day week. So we were off Monday. So we started here Tuesday, and it's Friday morning. We got this all done. What I didn't say earlier is that we've been battling COVID through the company. So I've been down a guy, like one guy a week for the past 3 or 4 weeks. Just making its way through the company. Nobody's been real sick, fortunately. Just, you know, usually take about 5 days off and stay by yourself or whatever you do. I've avoided it where it's quiet. But Steven's turned now, so he's due to come back either tomorrow or Monday. So hopefully we're done with that for a little while. But what a headache that was. Like I said, nobody got really sick, so we're fortunate that way. So back to our concrete work. The guys are back here giving the patio a good power washing and scrub. This is important. This is an important step. You can see the white residue that Jim's kicking up with the broom. All that needs scrubbed off. If you don't do this underneath your sealer, in about a month, you'll see a white, cloudish look to the sealer. You'll lose that crisp color that you have when it's brand new. So it needs scrubbed off. Sometimes acid etched, but I really don't like to do that on brand new concrete. This works well for us. Notice it's a stiff bristled broom and a good scrubbing. That's a 3500 PSI power washer. Matt's keeping it about 2 feet away, 18 inches away. So not down on it, gouging the concrete. Cleaning out our saw cuts and getting all that saw residue out of there. So I'll come back to this in a minute. And then we're going to hit it with Storm Gray Permateak. I'll go over all that. We haven't done that in detail on quite a few patios, so I always just show you the final. Today I'm going to show you how we actually apply it. So while they're doing that, I have to measure up all this square footage and get my bill turned in. So I just take, like every 4 pads, I'll do a center, and I get them pretty accurate. I hate it when they check me and my square footage is off. I like my square footage to match pretty precise of what's actually here. If they check me and my square footage is over, then I don't, well, you know, you feel like, you know, you're ripping them off. So I take my time, measure it up, and get it pretty. All right, I'm rambling on about that a little bit too much. Doesn't that look nice? Curving up in here. And right up to the front door. So when they outline this with their landscape beds, it's going to look pretty sharp. And down to this. So I can haul my machine out of here today. Boy, is that dirty, huh? All the way down. Okay, I'll get measured up, head around back. It's all cleaned and scrubbed. Now I'm adding my Storm Gray Permateak. I like using this. Just mix it with water. Jim's filling up 3/4 of a sprayer. Now we take a scooper full, put it in. And let's add a little bit more. So we'll get it up to about 3/4 of a container full, and then I just give it a good shake. I used to stir it all up, but I'm noticing it really doesn't matter. As long as you give it a good shake and mix it up good, we're good to go. Top's on nice and secure. Shake, shake, shake. Better shaken than stirred, right? Is that how you like your martinis, Matt?
Yeah, sure.
What's your favorite martini?
I don't think I've ever had a martini.
No? I was on a martini kick one time, but it didn't last long. More of a Miller Lite kind of guy. Okay, I'll go get the shield. We'll be back at it. That's hitting the steps. It's drying very fast out here in the sun, but it'll run down this face and it'll pool right at the bottom. So I like to take a brush and just wipe that out a little bit. Let me get caught up to Matt. There we go, just like that. Just clean that out. Giving that a little swirl, getting some movement. Like this puddle here, you'll see that. So just a touch right now, helping that face a little bit. Sent out a massive email to all the workers last night. Stay off of the concrete. Wrapped in caution tape up here and down below. I'll be back in about 5 hours. Probably 2 o'clock today, and get a coat of sealer on that. I'll bring you back with me. Okay, coming back over to seal the patio. This is 1 day later. You can see how the concrete's dry and kind of spotty. I get questioned on this once a month. Hey, why is my concrete all spotty? So what it is, the aggregate's holding moisture differently than the cement paste around it. So it just changes colors for a little bit. You can see out here it's starting to blend real good. But look across the street, we poured that one 10 years ago. All nice and even, all nice and uniformed. This will even out. Just figured I'd mention that in case you have a new driveway that's a little bit spotty. If that's what it is, the aggregate underneath holding moisture, it will even out. Okay, let's head around back. So I'm not sure what the heck happened here. We got all these maple leaves on here. Haven't seen them all week. What the heck? All over it. Okay, well, good thing we have a leaf blower. So actually I was a bit upset about that. You could probably pick it up in the tone of my voice. But what they were doing, and it made perfect sense. They wanted to get it all off the roof. It was laying in that valley. They didn't want it coming down on the wet sealer. So they leaf blew that off, and they just didn't get it cleaned off by the time we got here. But they're on it right now. Good bunch of guys. They were just trying to think ahead. So I like that. So way to go, guys. Okay, my favorite part of the whole job, besides writing up the bill. Look how that just comes to life. I'll do a little bit holding the camera, then I'll set you down. This is our non-bubbling sealer. Poly Seal from ChemMaster, EZ. Man, does that look nice. What do you think, Matt?
Yeah, that's good. It's
Good color.
good. Good coloration.
Double shield around the downspout. I'll try not to get your toes.
That's what this is actually a
Shielding your socks. Oh yeah. Nice heavy even coat. No pattern. Swirls back and forth. Keep in mind, this concrete is drying too. Back here in the shade. Some of these big blotches is just what that is. It's concrete drying. It's not necessarily the storm gray. And that is that. All done. Okay, let's go up top. There might be a spot or two that needs hit. I let these sit for in the sun not long at all. In fact, I really don't like sealing when it's this hot. But with this sealer, it seems to not matter. Just making sure I can catch my corners. There we go. Get this face real good. Any bubbles? Looking good. Trying to put it on kind of light up here in this hot corner. We can always come back and reapply. Good. One last look from up top. Wish I had Steve's drone on this one. A little bit light in here, but I already have 2 coats on that. We're gonna let that dry, because that is pretty hot. Yeah, looking real good. Okay. Well, we covered a lot in this video. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. Come on back and see us. Take the rest of the weekend off, and we'll pick it up Monday morning. Matt liked that one.